Are we live?
Yes.
Good morning.
I gave a shout out to Rob in my video yesterday. I just because I started out with that "Oh Happy Day" Edwin Hawkins singers,
Yeah.
and even though I've had it for decades, I said how Rob reminded me of it again.
Wow, that's how I had such an insurgence of subs yesterday.
I didn't put a link or anything. I just said Rob the Wax.
No, my sub count went up dramatically.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. The only time I'll be honest with you, there's two people that gave me shout outs that I saw a huge sub lip. The first person to do it, I go because I was going, dude, I'm getting too many subs. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Bob Bradley.
Wow.
Then the next person after they did it, boom, lots of subs.
Well, there you go. See,
Melinda Murphy. Michael 45 gave me a shout out once. Zilch. Actually, Mazzy gave me a shout out. That's
what happens to me. Every time I get a shout out, I get a couple of unsubscribes.
Okay, I have a rant.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna go just drink my coffee here.
I need Mazzy's there was a video shared yesterday to me because I don't sub to this person and I don't particularly care for the channel. And that's too many records. Too many records, I feel. I honestly don't know why people watch his stuff. He's a crybaby. That's the way I feel about him. Our first true is a famous thing that we were part of a very tiny live stream that was really more like just a group of people chatting on screen and in the chat, maybe 20 people. And it was mentioned by me that guy opened a store and it didn't look ready to be opened. But somehow it got back to him that we were talking shit about him. And he reached out to Mazzy with the stupidest email ever from somebody. He's a crybaby. I don't understand how people like hearing him cry about shit. And he did a video where he got denied from being a Record Store Day store, which apparently he was, and he did order from before and sell. But he got denied. And he was crying about it, but yet he's made several videos bashing Record Store Day. Dude's bashed it. And by the way, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. This is my reaction to his channel and his stupidness. So I've seen at least a couple videos of his where he's like the victim. Whatever. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Good night.
We did that in seconds.
Getting kicked out of Record Store Day, not being able to buy that stuff.
Yeah,
he will possibly have a better net revenue Record Store Day than if he had bought all that shit.
It doesn't.
There's a lot more to be made on these records.
Yeah, but here's the deal. From what I've seen of him, Record Store Day has been a huge amount of content for him over the years.
Well, content, yeah.
He's gone there. He's picked up records. He's talked about them. Then he's blasted it for the stupid things they do or what he doesn't like.
He showed some texting and emails back and forth.
Yeah,
I didn't have a chance to really.
I watched the video, and to be honest with you, I just don't really understand why he was kicked out, and I don't understand the logic. And I like Record Store Day. I'm sure it's not perfect, and it's gone in different directions, and powers that be make decisions, and like in every kind of hierarchy, someone's got to make decisions. I'm not defending it. I'm not defending it at all. So I don't understand why he was actually kicked out because
in the letter,
wait, let me just finish. He said you know, because they said to him, "You're mostly a used store," but a lot of used stores I know order some minor record store day, like even what's his name? Dylan doesn't order a big record store. He orders some, I believe. A lot of stores up here who are primarily used stores will order a small spattering of it. So I don't understand what happened.
Okay, well, what his rep said to him at the very beginning was, "Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't sign the pledge, so you're not part of it."
I thought he
The
said he did.
The pledge is, you know, I promise not to sell the shit before Record Store
Yeah,
Day
and
online.
he said he did that.
And he claims that he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he did. He
He's
did.
been selling these for years.
I know, but that's what his rep said to him this year.
I get.
Then I don't know.
That was
I
kind of
get
their
what he
excuse.
was. I get what he was trying to do with the video. The guy, it's obviously the way he positioned it in his thing, is that the guy was playing a power move. That's the way it came off to
And
me.
it could have. It could have. He
The
feels
record store-
wrong.
But here's what I don't like about that guy. He kept saying through the video, "I want to do a collab, I want to collab with you."
Oh yeah, he
Either
wanted
you
to collaborate with the Record Store Day
Yeah,
guy.
either you participate in Record Store Day and get the records and sell them. That's how you collaborate with them.
Yeah, Record Store Day.
Listen, here's my big problem with that guy. He gives off a vibe where he's more powerful than he is. He has zero power. I don't care if you have 50,000 subs. You have no power, dude.
Record
You don't
Store
have any
Day
power. In
is
this situation,
for hundreds of millions in sales.
either
Hundreds.
you participate in Record Store Day and sell the records, you're not collaborating with them.
I'm not
That's
as
not your
negative.
deal.
I'm not as negative as you are, Wax. The problem I have is, I mean, he has an issue. I don't understand. I don't think he presented the issue very well. So I still don't understand why he was kicked out and what he said. And
no, he's made Mazzy.
I don't understand.
I understand.
And even I watched his video. I don't understand it.
Okay, so he has other videos where he blasts Record Store Day.
Well, everyone does. I mean, that's,
no, I understand that. In regards to him blasting Record Store Day and the Record Store Day guy doing a power move by denying him,
that's
bullshit. I get the whole scenario. I get how it works.
The power move on that, whoever that
but dude, he is you are not a victim. You're not a victim. You either agree to participate and sell the records, but here's the thing that I understand if you piss the wrong person off, they're going to retaliate against you, whether it's right or wrong, whether he's right or wrong. I get it.
But he has ties with, the guy that owns Millennium is one of the beginning creators of Record Store Day, Millennium in Portland. So he knows him. He could reach out to him before all this and say, "Hey, what gives? I'm getting this kind of weird thing with this other person." I don't know. I don't think he said who it was.
Let me ask you. I know you've never played the victim, Mazzy, but
I always do when I'm on this show.
Do you think in a world it might be good content to get views and people on your side?
Yeah,
that could be a scenario for him.
Yeah, sure. I still don't understand the dynamics there. Obviously, it takes two to tango, and you know, he wanted to. He did say something in his video about why can't some of us do something that works for us that we kind of co-create. Like he wants to be a creator. Now, I mean, I'm sure that happens. We all know there's some indies that do things like that. Now, I don't know.
Well, yeah, let me go over a scenario. Let me go over a scenario where you fucking don't have a right to collab with Record Store Day. You don't. You are not a genius. Too many records. There's nothing you do that takes brain power. All it does is take you make
around the bush, Rob.
You make a lot of videos. You don't deserve to collab. But here's what you could do. Can I ask you a question, Mazzy? Doesn't Millennium have who has Jackpot? They started their own record label, right? Yeah. They have a right to confirm because they submit records to Record Store Day. That's how you do it.
Okay, Russell says something that I'd forgotten. He did say something about they mentioned some country artists who didn't like that used stores were carrying some record store day product because, some artists don't make money. That's a bullshit way to do it, because even a store like Easy Street sells all new stuff, but they sell all used stuff too. And in fact, every record store I know who does record store day has used records as well. I mean,
Well,
as we know, some stores are heavier on used stuff, and
But
they want
let,
to carry a few new things.
let's get back. I have a couple of
Mike too. Mike has new and used.
the only record store that I can think of that didn't have used records was Tower. And when I spoke to what's his name from Tower, the founder, he told me after it went south that he felt that was one of the biggest reasons he went.
Well, first of all,
was because
you're talking about the later period of Tower, because during the record store heyday of the 70s and 80s, you were not allowed to sell used records if you were a new store. The labels wouldn't sell to you. That's always been a given. Like when we had the record store I worked with, we had
I understand that.
America building. We had a mezzanine, and in the mezzanine, we rented it out to, quote, a store called the Used Record Store. It was a different store. It was in our building. They sold used stuff. We sold new stuff. We're totally separate businesses in the same building.
When it became okay, when the label said, okay, you can sell used, when that happened,
CD era. It's when the CD era.
Okay, so in the 80s, when that became okay, Tower didn't take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And he felt that was one of the reasons he went out of business.
No, they expanded too fast. That's their problem.
Well, I'm just telling you what he told me.
Is that Russ Solomon?
Russ Solomon. And okay, so here's a little side note. I went up to Sacramento to go interview Russ Solomon. My wife is from the Bay Area. I said, I'm going to go interview Russ Solomon. Her grandfather's name is Russell Solomon. So I said, I'm going to go interview Russ Solomon. She goes, oh, I think I'm related to him. What are you talking about? Her grandfather, da-da-da. So when I went up there, yeah, in fact, my wife's family was part of the Solomon family from the Bay Area. They came over.
You didn't wear a tie when you went to his office, did you?
Hey,
he was out of business.
Oh.
Hey,
he had a different store. What was the name of it? Seven Mirrors or something? Anyway.
Hey, Carlos, I want to address this. He plays the victim. This is the reason I've come to this thought, and I'm talking about it now, is he does this. This is a regular thing he does. When something doesn't go right, he kind of comes off like a victim. That's my opinion.
I've never heard of that happening to a record store. I'm not saying it hasn't happened.
No,
but I've never heard of it.
But in a basic sense, it's this. He doesn't have a right to do for him to concur that he should be part of the decision making is makes him come off.
You're right, Nick.
What?
Never mind. It's just
he comes up. He has no right to collaborate with them. That's my feeling. Secondly, he does this.
Yeah.
He does this victim thing that he thinks he's bigger than he is. I think he's not part of the vinyl community. I don't know the type of people that are attracted to watching this channel, but they're not a lot of VC people. They're not VC people, I think.
You've got a shitload of whatever.
Okay. I tend to be on more of the I want to know more. I'm not like Rob. So if someone's gonna tell him about this stream, he may watch it, he may hear about it.
You know what? I'm gonna put it
on, and then I'll get a long letter from him. Now, look, I'm not dissing him. I don't understand all the details, and I did watch the video, so I don't understand it. And I'm not like Rob downing on the guy, because I met him a couple times, and I thought he was a nice guy. He's fine, and he has a nice store. It got better. Obviously, he opened soon, and the thing is, he wrote this long letter, and he shows the letter in the video, kind of like he wrote that letter to me way back when he was mentioned on a stream. And instead of reaching out and saying, hey, he did this, I mean, he did it to me. And
did he want to do a collab with you, Maddie?
No, he kind of did this whole thing about, as a member of the vinyl community. And the thing is, he's not really a member. I mean, you don't have to join. There's no membership card. And he does make vinyl videos, but he doesn't. The bottom line is he doesn't participate with any of us. Not Rob and me and Jim, but not the metal people, not the Jason Rojas people. He doesn't intertwine with any that I know of, at least, on the videos. Doesn't collaborate videos. So for him to say that was a little disingenuous. But I like the guy. I like his store. I've shopped in the store. I bought some rare
Yeah,
stuff.
but you have a history of liking people that turn out to not like you, and you don't. Then you
maybe,
realize.
but you know, but I give
But
people
look,
the.
here's the cool thing. I don't know him. Never communicated. I actually, after the email incident, I sent him an email. He did not respond to.
Well, maybe Tokyo Brian can have his channel taken down. I'm kidding.
Maybe Tokyo Brian can have my channel taken down.
You have a channel?
I do.
Yeah,
I have 200 subscribers. Wait, 180 subscribers.
Oh, let's have a push to 200 for Jim.
No. I find it anytime I get a subscriber, I feel like
Spectrum,
it's like a responsibility to entertain.
I don't understand exactly. If everything, as I saw it, it sounds like the guy at the Record Store Day guy was a douche. And I'm not going to defend Record Store Day. That I like Record Store Day, and there's always shit that is great on Record Store Day. There's always shit that's crap. But if the stuff sells, there's an audience for everyone. And Rob and I and Jim aren't going to be into every title. So it sounds like that guy, that power-driven guy from Record Store Day, was a dickhead. And I'm not going to defend him.
Well, here's one thing. I don't doubt the Record Store Day is a dickhead. I don't doubt that at all, because he's created something that he yields power. Because I've been told by, like, my friend, they love denying titles. And in my mind, they're titles that, why are you denying this title? You know what I mean? They went on a big tear saying they don't like the amount of live jazz albums that are put out.
Fine.
They should also deny picture discs. Get rid of them.
The picture discs sell, even though we're not the audience.
No, but let me get here's the basic.
No, we got to talk about tonight's Concert Buddy episode, which is how many stores. I'm going to do a whole feature on the stores that get banned from Record Store Day. They just switched the concept.
Well, but right. Like here's a great example. Record Safari. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. You know what they do on Record Store Day?
You said
they celebrate Record Store Day by having like 25% off for Record.
Yeah, so does Atomic.
They do like 10% off for Record Store Day. They don't carry any title,
and they have a great day. They're packed,
right?
But
so
here's the
stores do benefit. Stores do benefit from Record Store Day.
Yeah, they have
whether
alternate.
They buy
the
titles from them or not.
They have alternate programming.
Yeah, but I think this is what gets me.
They have
the guy feels like his response to this guy's, let's collab. I gave him some good ideas. We talked on the phone. It's not your fucking job to give him ideas. And they're all their own entity. If you want a better idea than Record Store Day, you come up with it. If you have enough power to do it, you implement it and get other stores involved in it.
Record Store Day started the same day, the same month, and the same year as Record Collector News.
Really?
In the 18 years since 2008, March of 2008, Record Store Day is responsible for tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars in record sales. In those 18 years, Record Collector News is responsible for tens of sales.
Well, I went to that. I remember going to that very first Record Store Day.
I would like to address this comment right here. I was given a list. This person right here who made the comment said more deep dives. I've denied that. Polls, no polls.
No polls.
And there was a demand made about more Frank Sinatra content, and I said no.
I went to the first Record Store Day, the very first one at Amoeba in San Francisco. There was one end bin and a little bin. Only thing I bought, and I went with my friend, the archivist. We met there, Amanda, and nobody was there. I mean, the store was kind of full, but no one was at the rack. No. And I bought an REM 45. That's all I bought, and that was it. So that was.
Wait a second. Okay, Marty. How old is Too Many Records as a record store, Mazzy? 3 years?
Sorry,
Or what?
what?
Is it 3 years?
Say that again. I missed the question.
Too Many Records, the record store, the store he opened. Is it 3 years?
4 years. 3-4 years.
Yeah, Marty, in that regard, I don't think he has the right to collab. He is a record buyer and collector, and he has ideas like all of us. Does that mean we all can collab?
Well,
I didn't say he was obligated. They were obligated. When you make a video and you create a situation where they're the oppressor on you and canceled you from selling, he's concocting a whole scenario where because he said, let's collab and I'll give you good ideas. Well, plenty of record stores have good ideas and they implement them within his record store.
Can we rush this video? Can we rush this live stream today? I have to go pack the records from the auction and ship them out today. So can we?
No.
Okay. No, let's not play the victim, Mazzy. It doesn't work on this.
I'm not a victim. I've never been a victim here. I mean, I don't, let me just say this. Coming from the YouTube world, I mean, I've been in the record business, but it's been years. So it's a different world in terms of being a retailer. And in a million years, I would not have started a record store today in this. I just wouldn't.
Well, let's get back to something you're qualified to speak on, that.
You just interrupted him.
Well, because he's, all I'm saying is I want to hear about Mazzy, but I think he has a better stance to make with an opinion, a qualified opinion. I think I'm going to go out and say you're more influential than Too Many Records when you bring up a topic and talk about it. I feel you are.
Probably on my videos.
Not because I'm friends with you, just because what I've witnessed. And here's one thing you don't do. Here's like Melinda Murphy, you're part of the vinyl community. I wouldn't so much include like Dylan from Dylan from Noble Records as part of the vinyl community, but he's hugely influential.
Yeah, and he does.
You don't make
intertwine with us,
right? You give your opinions on things and how they should be, and either people agree with you or don't. But you don't make demands on people. You don't really.
Why would I? No. The thing
that's what Too Many Records does.
Mazzy's constantly telling me what to do. Exactly. Why don't you do it like this? Why don't you do it like that?
What? Just never put a picture of the Boomer scalper in the byline.
No, but you do have bad ideas, Mazzy. But
let me just say, I will say to his defense that when shit happens, that's a little bit of dramatic. It is the greatest influence and sparks an idea to make a video. I mean, the one I did with that guy telling me I'm not part of the culture. I made a whole video.
Right.
And it gives you ideas, and it gives you the I don't want to say perspiration, the intensity, the will to go and respond. Sometimes you do it too fast and you don't think, and I've been guilty of that. So he feels wronged, and I'm not going to say I will never invalidate someone. If they feel they're wrong, he feels he's wrong, and he may be absolutely correct. I don't know if he actually presented it in a good way, but that's subjective.
Well, Mazzy, here's a good example. When Mazzy felt attacked that he's not part of the culture and doesn't deserve to talk about a record, he did show me the original video. And at the end, he put a piece of cardboard down and started spinning around. I go, maybe take that out. Take that out of your video. Here's what I'm saying. Too Many Records can do whatever the fuck he wants.
You want to see the new Sinatra record? Do you want to see the new Sinatra record?
What? Wait, you got the Tone Poet?
No,
that's not the Tone Poet. That's not the new Sinatra record.
This is timelessly restored live recordings. Frank Sinatra.
I got the CD.
1943 to 1949. I got to listen to this. Did you get this too?
Yeah. I'm gonna play a little excerpt from it.
Hollywood Bowl. This is pre-Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl.
How does it sound? Does it sound?
Yet. I got to open it up.
You're not the only person, Mazzy.
I know. Of course I'm not.
But I got the CD.
I got the press release here. Have you listened to this, Mike? Mike, Mr. Mike Sinatra?
He's not influential enough to get that.
No,
I also got this, dude. Did you get this?
Well, I
What's
don't know what
that?
that is. No.
Me either. It's Frankenzor. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I
Send
don't
it
know
to
what
Too
it
Many
is.
Records. He collab with him about that.
People send me things.
I thought you said they weren't sending you stuff anymore.
The labels don't send. Well, I don't know. That's not really from a label, is it? Where's
Well,
this Sinatra?
it's from it's from it was from I think Josh, who works with Impex. I think. Anyway,
To me, this is maybe 1943. This is stuff that's doesn't have publishing anymore.
Um,
Tim.
It's public domain, I think.
All we can go by, Tim, is that they said from the original. Mazzy took issue with the word salad that they listed in their description.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not 100%.
Malachi in the comments on Fremer's announcement on tracking says there's no conspiracy here. He heard, but I don't know. I think they need to just fix that wording because the wording could be construed like MoFi, that there's a DSD step. I'm not saying there is. It could be all analog, and they're kind of inferring that it is, and hopefully it is. I have not heard. I reached out to Mike Connect, the person. I reached out to Mike Connect, the person that Rob and I met at the John Lennon thing, the Universal person. Haven't heard back. So,
listen, we all can agree they chose a horrible name for the product.
Maybe they're going to rebrand it because of Mazzy.
Hey, you know what? Okay, everyone, I'm going to offer this because I have my years of experience on this earth. Hey, Universal, I'm offering my services to collab with you about how horrible Vinyl File is as a name. Okay?
Why don't they should call it
what?
The Waxed.
What?
The Waxed.
No. How about Vinyl Siding?
Vinyl Siding is good.
Hey,
Tin
how
Man.
about
Tin Man?
Formica File?
They're definitely better names, but yeah. But if they're going to be on Westman's show Saturday morning. One of the guys that Universal.
Well, I'm going to call up and say, how many of you are on that list? Did you sign up to be on the list?
I've heard a lot of people ordering it, and obviously there's questions because they're also doing the one step, the Nat Cole one step, and apparently he said they're not using that 3-track tape. So what tape are they? I mean, I don't really care if it sounds good, but Michael Fremer put the AAA in his headline in the press release on Tracking Angle. Go look at Tracking. He wrote AAA, but he added that, I think. So
actually, I have the most important question people have about the 4 titles that were dropped, and none. I don't. It's basically one title. Is the Velvet Underground album have the peelable banana on the cover?
I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know.
Raji's got the best comment.
What's the comment, Raji? I can't see it. I'm upset.
Vinyl's File.
Got it.
That's
not so great.
I agree with Raji on that.
I think, of course, the Christmas one makes sense because it's Christmas time. So that makes sense. The band one, I think, is an out-of-the-box choice because I love that record. It's not one of their biggest. It's their second to last album. It's a very good album, and I think it's matured really well. Great songs on it. So that is a good – because that hasn't been done. When Capitol did their box, what is it, 5, 6, 7 years ago, they did a band box. It was digital, shitty box set of the band. And that deserves a good version. So that band album, that's the one, right before the last Waltz, maybe the year or two? I saw them on that tour at Stanford. So that's an excellent choice. Velvet Underground is always a great choice. People love that record. There is the box set that came out that Sundays put out. But even that, as I recall, the Sundays is that Kevin Gray cut, as good as it is. I think it's from Digital Files. Am I wrong about that?
Which one?
The Sundays Velvet Underground box set. The one
there's digital.
I think it's digital anyway, but it sounds excellent, and that in that case, it comes with a banana separately that you can put on or take off, I think. I'm not sure about that one.
No, those are mono though. Is the reissue
Yeah,
that's coming out
right.
is stereo, right?
And for those who say, "Oh, it's not a really great audiophile record," so what? As long as it makes a record sound the best it can be, that's how I look at it. It doesn't have to be like fucking Steely Dan all the time, So I think that's a good Velvet Underground is a good choice, and the band, it's a good variety.
The best choice you have for starting a channel, Big Ian, is just doing videos of your dogs dragging you around your yard. But maybe Alpo will send you free samples.
Language. What kind of language? Did I say something? No banana.
Do you want to peel Massey's banana, Miss you? Mr. You?
I want to say something to Tim. I think Tim is one of my favorite YouTube channels and a great person on YouTube. He's got a great personality. He's a good guy. I met him only once, or is it twice? Once. I like his demeanor. He's really chill. I think he thinks a lot of the same things that we think, but he doesn't. But he doesn't have Tourette's like us and spurt it out.
He thinks before he says things.
Well, yeah, I'll give you a good
think before he opens his fucking mouth.
I'll give you a good insight into Tim. I'll give you a good insight into Tim. From the get-go, when I started my channel, Tim was one of the first people to reach out to me that he appreciated me and what I did. So therefore, I don't bash Tim. And I've collabed with Tim. I've collabed with him. I felt I had the right to collab with him.
You know what's great about Tim too? He doesn't get mad when we do a little. When I do a little of that mocking between him and you with holding the flashlight up to the record of the same fucking Steely Dan record.
Tim has one of the best sense of humors I've come across.
He's got a sense of humor,
but he edits himself better than us Jews.
No, he's a respectable.
He thinks before he speaks.
He's a person with integrity.
He understands.
Let's just have a Tim University of Vinyl. This is your life episode.
Tim understands that you can keep your mouth shut and let people wonder if you're an idiot, or you can open your mouth and prove, like us, and there it is.
There you go.
Very well said, Jim. See,
I remember when Tim was messaging me, "Hey, could you do me a favor and do it on your stream in the morning? Bash Too Many Records for me." And I said, "Sure."
I don't want to do it. Will you do it for me?
I collab with people.
I would vote for Tim for governor of Colorado.
I would ask Tim if there are any record stores that I need to distribute record collector news in that I'm missing up in Denver.
Okay, what band had an album by the name of Tim?
Okay, Baby Microscope is lying. Sorry.
It's the replacement. It's the replacements, and as I recall, you've done this question more than once.
Not with Tim, I don't think. Oh, come on. All right, thank you, everybody. You don't win anything, but
yeah, Mazzy's gonna send you a free picture framed that he took when he showed up at Too Many Records and they were closed.
Yeah,
you got so mad.
That was a fun video, and see, okay, that's the thing about not getting the joke, right?
Who didn't get that joke about that video, Mazzy?
The owner of Too Many Records. You know what it was? Okay, listen to this. Okay, you show up on a Monday. Now, Google Shopping or Maps had it wrong. They didn't say the record store was closed, and you have to look it up to get the directions. I show up on a Monday, and I walk up. Of course, I film myself walking up to the door, and it's locked. It's closed, so I included that. But my thing was, this is like Christmas Day was Friday. We're talking about Christmas week. Don't you stay open every day? In my old retail days, you extend your hours or at least stay open every day on Christmas week. And so that was my point. Now, I may be wrong.
The week after.
Well,
I'm asking.
Why the week after? Because everyone
gets
their
week after in my business is the deadest fucking week of the year.
Right.
Dead.
A lot of people used to go out and use their gift certificates or things like that, or returns.
Who are you talking about, Rex? Who are you talking about, Rex?
What? He appreciated it. I sent him the message because he.
Anyway, I thought he was a nice guy. I met him twice. So
Okay.
Yeah, but Mazzy, what qualifies being a nice guy when you meet?
he was nice
meet you?
when I met him. He was.
Did he
was
go?
very
You
cordial.
suck, Mazzy.
No, he was very cordial. I didn't get,
You didn't get bad vibes from him.
No.
I just anybody going this weekend to the WFMU record show. It's coming up this weekend, and
Is it this weekend?
I wish I was in New York to it. I think it was good.
I would like to go sometime. It just it's a weird time of year to do it.
It's getting close to the holidays.
No, for me, if I go back east, I'm going to be back for Thanksgiving with my family. I'm not taking the whole month off. It just falls on a bad date for me.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
But
the best
maybe-
show. The best.
Maybe one time I will go, but
It's fun being in New York City, and it's fun meeting up. And again, 2 years ago, the one where we went to Billy's, it was in Queens then, and with Arnaldo and the whole and Dom and everybody. It was really great. And Billy's Salon that night was one of the best record collab nights I've had.
okay.
If you go to New York, don't act too Jewy these days, though.
Oh, come on.
So Marty wanted to come up here, and he's gonna drive
Marty's
his
driving.
big rig. He's gonna
Marty,
drive
be
his big
careful,
rig
God
through
damn
the
it.
parking lot as a protest through Too Many Records. Go.
I'm only like 2 miles from his shop, actually, right close here to Lombard. But
Is he open at 7:30 in the morning? No.
no,
What the hell's
he's
the matter
not.
with him?
Hey,
What?
can you do a collab with him?
I'm hoping to. I think he has an obligation to me because I'm defending him here.
There you go.
Well,
Anyway.
okay. Let me just ask you a few things before you do your
Yeah.
with him. When did you come to know of Too Many Records?
A couple years ago, I watched his show, and of course I only live an hour from his shop, so I've met him, and he's had his YouTube channel longer than he's had his shop. His shop's coming on 4 years,
Right.
but he's had his
started
YouTube
in-
channel.
He started a year or 2 years before me, 2016, I think.
There you go. Yeah. So here's the deal with Matt. He doesn't like drama at all. And
He kind of creates it, though.
If you watch his channel,
Yeah.
it seems really weird for a guy who doesn't like drama.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think he, here's the deal. A lot of people, he's got enough followers that they're going to want to know why he's not doing RSD. So I'm sure he felt an obligation to give an explanation as to why he's not. And I thought the explanation was very diplomatic. I thought he wasn't casting stones, really. And I don't think he was expecting a collaboration with him. I think he has something to offer. He hold
on, Marty. He mentioned in the video he had a phone call with the guy that he wanted to collab with him and gave him ideas.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's not him saying, "Hey, RSD, you're obligated to collab with me." He's saying, now a lot of people are nonplussed about the way RSD has been the last couple of years. They say it's not as good as it used to be. So and that's been reflected in Matt's take too. So he was just saying, "Hey, listen, maybe I can offer some ideas that would kick this thing off a little bit, like doing something for the smaller independents or whatnot." But he didn't say, "Hey, you owe it to me." He just said, "Hey, I want to help because I love RSD." He obviously loves RSD.
Marty,
No, okay.
Yeah.
So
Can I just say something
Marty,
there?
well, wait, let me respond to Marty. Marty, he said that he told the guy, "I have a sizable channel and influence." He
Which is true.
He has a smugness about this, and that's why I am
Well,
making
you perceive that.
it 100%. This is my opinion. Mazzy never shares in my opinion. This is just my take as an observer, and I believe I have a very good determination of people that don't deserve our admiration. I think I've historically established that I've picked out these idiots at the beginning, and I'm not my rant is not about him going.
I want
away.
to just discuss what Marty was saying about
No, so
about
there,
collaborating with them. Please,
I think
Just take me one second.
he presented a case where he deserves to do it. That's what
Okay,
I don't
so-
think I don't see it. I don't see it that way at all.
I have experience. I have an experience with Record Store Day. When they first started, and I was first starting, I had a following, 15,000 papers, blah blah blah. People love Record Collector News. Hey, why don't we do something? And my answer was crickets.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? So I got a little pissed off. Well, what the? But looking back, what I would be like a anchor to them. I would slow them down.
You know,
They don't fucking need me. They don't.
I
need
know I'm
me.
going to get people saying I'm an apologist of the record labels and record store, but last April was one of the best record store day evers with content. There was stuff for everybody. There was a lot of stuff. Each time it's like every month with releases. Sometimes there are great releases. Sometimes they're not okay. I think it's still a great thing, and most of the stores that I participate in do very well with
Yeah.
it. Has it
Yeah, I
become
think Matt would still say I think he's still a fan of it.
Here's
I
what you.
It's
Here's
gotten
what the problem
bigger, and
used to be.
yes, more the major labels are. It's like everything else. I mean,
Record Store
the
Day.
major labels left the pressing plants, and the indie punk and were doing vinyl and kept it alive, and DJs and disco things were keeping pressing plants alive. And then when the thing started getting in, of course, the big labels came in and took it over again and pushed the indies back. That's always going to happen. But I think it's basically a good thing. And, you know, you could argue when people are like in government on a panel, and the people that choose the records, those 5 or 10 or 20 people, I don't know how many there are, who are they to make these decisions? Well, it's got to be someone. If it wasn't them, it'd be the 4 of us, and then people would bitch about our decision.
I'm going to tell you the history of Record Store Day real quick. Record Store Day started. They had
You've
maybe
told us this
under
already.
100 titles. Under 100 titles. Everybody did fantastic. Next year, they had a few more titles. Within 5 years, they were over 600 titles, and they didn't have it together. Record stores would get shit they didn't buy,
Wait,
that they didn't want, and they couldn't return it.
okay.
They fixed all that. They limit it to about 500 titles, maybe some regional shit. They probably get asked to do, 5,000 titles, and they have to limit it because the stores
Okay, we're
can't
not
handle it.
defending.
People
we're not-
forget that too many titles can be a problem. Big. It was a huge
Okay,
problem.
that's not the issue. Marty is soon gonna have to dump lime on somebody.
Okay.
So let
it's
him.
it's urea today, I guess, guys.
What is it?
Urea.
It's Daya's
Yeah, you
Diarrhea?
left the die off. of
Daya's
it.
last name.
So Marty.
Yeah.
I understand. I could be harsh and a little heavy, but I think I'm giving the same energy he gives. It's the same energy he gives when he.
Okay,
When-
let me say something about his character that I've experienced.
Okay.
And this may be because I grew up a Mennonite boy and was taught to act a certain way.
Yeah.
But I have found in my life that I get a because I'm I don't want to sound conceited, but I'm just a truly nice guy. I don't I try to be really loving and genuine to people. That my response from a lot of people who don't know me is that they're suspect of me, that I'm trying to be manipulative because I'm too nice, and it's always been a crutch for me. And I think that's part of Matt's thing, where he's just, every time somebody approaches him, he's just such a sweetheart, and it can come off to some people who are suspicious that maybe he's not being genuine and that it's just a facade. But I've kind of, in getting to know him and interview him and stuff like that, it seems to me to be genuine. I don't, it doesn't mean that he can't say things out of line or fight back at people, but I just find him to be like that.
That's
My
because
response.
being
My
raised a
response.
Mennonite-
Hold on. My response to that, Marty, is you just described me. People who don't know, and I don't fight. I don't try and say no. I'm not like Mazzy. No, I'm a really good guy. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, but you're constantly taking the piss out of people, Rob, and that's part of your shtick, and people love you
Right.
for it. I love you for it, but
no,
that's
but
not
I'm
Matt.
not. But so in that regard, I'm not. I can't. I'm not giving him that. I'm not giving that guy's a sweet, nice guy.
I want to
That's
talk to
not
Marty.
part. That's
Wait.
not part. I honestly don't believe that guy's a sweet, nice guy. But that's my opinion.
There was a
Yeah.
comment that said this record store day coming up is shit. Just remember, Black Friday is always the smaller record store day. It's never the big one.
It's
In
not
fact,
record store day. It's Black
It's not
Friday.
record store day.
Look.
It's Black Friday, but it's in that world of record store day, so it's never going to be as big, as massive. You're competing with all the fucking holiday box sets and reissues coming out this fall, so it's never. You can't. You shouldn't compare it to regular.
I'm going to defend record store day, man. Look, you're
No
going.
one's
You have to
bashing
go
record
into
stores.
a fucking record store. They're putting people in the record stores. You may not like the titles, but those cash registers are ringing.
You got
The
hundreds of
record stores
people
love
in
it.
line at most of the stores.
You should keep in
it's not
mind
like
that
some
Matt has
online
been.
thing. Oh, you got to go. You got to go to Amazon and order right now. That's bullshit. This is for real.
I have questions for
Day is for real.
Marty as the person defending him. Are there examples of him collabing with someone else? Is there examples of him being the bigger person, and examples he's collabed with?
Yeah. I got a great example. He came on my piddly little channel and let me interview him. I think that's he was collabing with me. Now there's no big benefit to him at all for coming on my channel with
him. How much did you have to pay? Did you pay him in a RIA?
Yes. Yeah, that was it.
I
don't know.
I honestly, again, my main example is when we were having a tiny little conversation that was on no one's radar. Only someone who watched it went and told him about it. Then he felt the need to kind of send a waving finger email to Mazzy. That to me, it started
my come off as a nice Mennonite boy like you do, Marty. Yeah. Which being raised a Mennonite, from what I understand, puts you in you're nice, but you get suckered all the time.
What's your question? I'm sorry, Chance. What's your
question? I used to be naive before I was in the world, Jim, but now I'm not so much.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But by the way, Marty, when you interviewed him, what facts did you find out that we don't know about him?
It was mostly just about his bio, and he wanted to be an actor, which I thought was fascinating. And he was in LA for a while, then he moved back east, and he always wanted to open a record store because he was into records before he opened the store, and he found Portland and thought it was a good place, and it has turned out to be great for him.
I think terrible idea might have the most record stores per capita.
We do, yeah.
You know what? As someone who's lived in LA for a very long time and worked in the entertainment industry, I think we can all agree that a lot of the bad people in our world wanted to be actors at one time. Steve Bannon, he's a failed screenwriter, by the way. He failed in Hollywood and stumbled into what he does. Ben Shapiro, another failed screenwriter. Hollywood didn't accept him, and he went out there and
I went to 4 years of theater with
Mazzy. We have to deal with this failed actor.
Yeah. The thing about the bad
I was in the Potrero Playhouse production of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1989.
You know what? I'm going to give you a little tip. When someone who wanted to be an actor, when someone wanted to be an actor says this, I was Kip in Death of a Salesman. Automatically tell them to leave. Get out of here.
Hey, Marty, did you
find out that Too Many Records was Kip in Death of a Salesman?
Could be.
LA's.
What's the shot? Who's got the shot? What's the shot?
LA's fantastic, but that
was my David Mann. It's a fucking shot. Who's got the fucking shot?
All the Mazzies,
shot.
All the people from somewhere else who came here to try to make it, and they're so self-centered and they're so disappointed. It fucks everything up.
Oh God. Anyway, I still don't understand why specifically he got banned. Because he brought things up, I don't. Why did he get?
You
I
know,
think because the person at the other end had the same attitude as
Well,
that
The
guy.
person at
I'm
the other
gonna-
end, the person at Record Store Day was an asshole.
okay,
Well, just like
I'm gonna offer this little bit of defense of Too Many Records. Are you hearing me, Marty?
I'm hearing you.
Okay. I honestly believe it was a tit for tat, and the guy was flexing. The record store guy was flexing against him and banned him. But okay, there are a lot of powerful record stores in Portland. Am I wrong? They're nationally.
there's a shitload of record stores.
No, we don't. We've got Music Millennium. That's the only really.
That's the only- the rest of them are all
Where's
used stores.
Jackpot?
Yeah.
Where's Jackpot?
Jackpot's
Jackpot's small. They've got their own label.
But they're
They've got their own
record-
label, like Mississippi Records, but
Yeah,
they're not.
Let me go my point, and you can critique
Okay.
my point. It could be in a million years that the more established, powerful in the record store day universe said, "Hey, record store day, don't let this guy sell
No.
records."
The owner of Millennium would never do that.
He would never do that. But let me tell you something
He's
about
the nicest
Jackpot.
guy.
Let me tell you something about
It
Jackpot.
doesn't matter. It doesn't affect his store.
Jackpot is a member of an organization, a group of record stores that buy together, mostly on the West Coast. But that gives him a little more power than an individual store.
They buy from a one-stop.
No. Jackpot is part of the consortium of independent music stores.
Oh.
They all have candy and dolls.
So what I'm saying, in defense of Too Many Records, is maybe there's a political thing going on where it's not.
Yeah,
the record store day
I think you
people.
could be. I think there's some stuff that we don't know. I think, yeah.
Could
and,
you see that
Mississippi-
scenario being true?
Mississippi
Yes.
Records
Yeah.
can gain Kakanoff and Yum.
Yeah. I'm just.
They
I
should go
don't.
Kakanoff and Yum.
Let's hear the Dodgers tattoo story now.
No, I don't want to hear that.
Basically, I can't comment a whole lot on the back and forth between RSD and Matt. I just kind of came up to say how
Matt's
much
a nice guy.
I like Matt. It doesn't mean, here's the deal. A lot of people like me, but I've had conflicts with several people too, where I'm button heads and whatever. And I'm sure Matt has had that. But my experience with Matt is I mean, when I was at selling records at the show a couple weeks ago, he came up to me and just chatted me up for like 20 minutes when he could have been off, when there was tons of people
How many times did you ask him to get away from you?
I didn't ask him, but I farted on him a couple of times and he didn't move. So I thought
That's
that was a
pretty
good
Well,
idea.
because you carry urea.
Right.
All I'm saying, you're
Google it.
okay, let me give you the benefit of my observation of you. You always come across as a very nice guy. My private interactions with you is you as a nice guy. You have a very sweet wife, and that sort of thing. So I never doubted that you have weird or different or crazy intentions. But I do have observations about him.
Yeah.
There's a falseness to
Don't
him.
raise your
I
hand,
feel
yeah.
there's a quality about him that's
One
false.
thing. If that was me and I owned the store and I had an issue with someone at a company, or in this case, a record store guy, before I make a video, even if I had my channel as is, I'd reach out to someone else who's on the board, like what's his name at Millennium, because he's part of it, and say, look, there's this guy and he's giving me grief, and he's like putting down my store, and he's telling me whatever his argument is. I'd get him on the phone first, because I think Matt, it seems like with the letter, he posted letters and stuff, or emails, whatever. And that's what he did to me. He wrote me a big, long letter, diatribe thing. I would get someone on the phone and talk to him first. In writing, people don't know inflection, details.
I kind of feel, look, my natural thought was maybe it's not record store day. Maybe it's other record stores that have more power than he does.
Yeah, but
That's
Leland,
Maybe it was you.
okay,
Rob.
Leland, to warn other shops about talking shit about record store day, I think people, if they just say what they say, we always hate certain things about everything. They talk about, this, like the Dylan box set. I mean, there's not enough stuff. There's too much stuff. They left this out. They put it out of order. They're like freaks of anything. Find fault with everything. You can't please everybody. It's you have to go, I hate to say it, a little common denominator somewhat. You have to get the picture discs along with the zoetrope, along with this and that, and the colored vinyl, because there's a big market for that. As much as we might think picture discs are fucked up, there's people that buy those, that collect those things. So what? I don't feel tainted by my purchase because there's shit that I don't want. So I think he could have reached out.
Remember those dolls everyone used to collect, Funko?
Yeah.
There are record
Those
stores
little
that
record
still
players.
sell
Those
that
little
shit.
record players are ridiculous.
Look, I went. Look, we went. Angelo Kelly and I and his son. We went to go visit Phoenix. Angelo and I went into Zia Records, which is a chain. I think they're in Nevada and Arizona.
Yeah.
Big giant store, and I like it. It brought me back. It was like Spencer Gifts had sex with a record store, and that's what Zia is. They sell
lots of t-shirts.
I saw music equipment in there. They had stereo equipment. They had everything. I love that. I love a big giant store. They had used records. Were they in the best shape? I don't know. Were their prices great? Maybe not. But that they sell the Funko crapola. They're a record store day I've been to Zia on record store day.
You know,
they had a shitload of records.
It's the VC du jour. Every season, a handful of vinyl community people make a dumping on VC channels or dumping on, what bands drama works. Getting people to watch your videos, it does. And if you say, this is the worst vinyl record store day ever, people will come and watch you bitch about it. And then in the video, you'll find 5 things you like. If you have 3 to 5 records you like, that's all you need. I don't understand this thing that if you can't find 10 or 20 records you like, you dump on record store day. All you need is one record, really. One for you personally.
Okay. Can I honestly say Jim hates going to record stores, first of all, so I won't make him part of this question. But one of the better things is to go hang out with people and wait to get in the record store. To me, that's what record store day is about, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Wrong?
No, for sure. I think Matt's previous RSD videos have reflected the fun he's had in the line and stuff like that. And I think what he was saying in his suggestions that he wanted to get back to the time when he wanted to get 8 or 10 selections instead of just 3 or 4 selections from record store day, which might sound nitpicky and whatever. But I think
that's his subjective taste.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
Wait. Actually,
absolutely.
Can we establish this? Isn't the thing that record store day holds over record stores is you have to order a certain amount of the product to participate? Am I wrong about that?
I think so. That's right. And he expressed a concern about sitting on.
I understand it's a financial obligation, and here's where I'll side with him. The buy it and not be able to return it is bullshit.
I agree.
That is bullshit because
that's true of any new record.
Yeah.
Well, it's bullshit too.
Yeah.
The ability there, who you're using to sell the record. So the amount of money they have to outlay, I understand. But to say you want to cherry pick 10 titles, I'm sorry.
No, I what I meant to say when he was like 8 or 10, for his own personal collection. Like when he would go and stand in line before he had the store, he would get 8 or 10 or more for his own collection, and now he only sees like 3 or 4 maybe that he wants for his own collection. I wasn't referring to what he.
Do you think he was bagging on record store day in general, not its effect on his store?
No. Okay, Rick says something. I totally disagree.
I think both did, Jim.
Reissues are not keeping up with most people's want. How can you talk for most people? People are buying these records. People are buying the Rhino Hi-Fis. People are buying the Tone Poets. People are buying some of these box sets, these Jimi Hendrix and Pink Floyd box sets and Small Faces thing, Neil Young stuff. If they weren't selling, they wouldn't do it. I mean, these are selling. You might not be the audience. I might not be the audience.
Right.
I mean, I could go through that list and maybe say 30% of those titles are not necessary.
Probably.
Yeah, there's a ton on there that I was like, what are they doing?
Do you think they'll sell to someone else, Rob?
No, because we go in the record. Okay. In the comments, can everyone tell me their local record store? You go in there, there's a bin called RSD titles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
They always
full of
have that.
titles.
they always
I
have
will
that.
tell you this though.
But not just RSD titles. They have things that they haven't sold that are not RSD titles.
I
The
understand
stores with
that.
the biggest RSD titles are the stores that really don't know what they're doing. Leftover RSD, because in today's age, you have to be a little more discerning.
Does anyone know this? Because again, as a defense to the Too Many Records guy, does anyone know how much they require you to purchase? How much of their titles? Is there a percentage? Do you have to order at least 70% of the titles?
No, nothing.
No.
You have
No,
600
well,
titles.
No, but let's say, is there a quantity amount? Do you have to order at least 2 or 3? Or
You're lucky to get 2 or 3.
Well, on some
Yeah.
titles. On
Yeah.
some titles.
But if you're a smart, okay, let's use Mike Ingroove as an example. Maybe it's not a good example, but I tell you, the smart businessman in Mike during the pandemic really raised his profile through YouTube and through easy interface buying records. I bought records only from him and the place here in Tacoma because my local Seattle record stores had shitty ways for me buying their records in my town. I couldn't just order them. But Mike is one of the great, and he orders so much stuff that he has built an audience that he could sell out day after record store day because of his online presence. He's smart about that. More record stores, indie stores should do that. Just take a page from Mike at the Ingroove and do that. Maybe not buy as much, but make your record store aware, put together a channel, get someone involved with it.
Marty, do you know if Too Many Records does mail order stuff?
That's a good question. I don't know because I always just ride the motorcycle.
Man, if you were a good interviewer on your channel, you would have asked him that question.
I'm sorry, I'll get him back.
Joe Williams says, I work with my local record store. There is no requirement to order. He can order 1 or 50 or none.
Yeah, it's just whether you get it or not. Like I know with my record store down in Salem, Drumbug, they're just a small shop and they'll get maybe 50 RSD, 50 or 60 records, and they fill out a whole list of what they want and they don't get them all. They get and they're not sure what's coming really.
Jose, I'll praise anybody who runs a business, a successful business independently these days. So if I'm kissing Mike's ass, it's because he runs a really successful business and does it really well, and he treats his customers well. He packs well. That's why I will praise him.
It's a way to make a small fortune.
Anybody that puts a quality product out, and even, as much as I praise Rhino, and yes, I've gotten some free Rhinos and I buy Rhinos, I bitched about their shipping and all that bullshit. And there's that disconnect that I still don't understand why they can't, even though third party does these shipping, why can't they say, hey, you're fucking us up. You
Talk
got to
about whining and complaining.
Exactly. You got to do better.
So anyway, go on, Marty.
What should I say? What do you want to know?
How often do you visit Too Many Records?
I try to go up at least once a month. I don't always make it. Sometimes a little bit more. When the weather's nice and I can ride my bike, that's when I like to go. But I've spent a lot of money. I mean, I'm sure people have spent more, but he kind of specializes more in music from the last 20 years or so. He's got older stuff, but a lot of the stuff I don't recognize because I was more into the 70s stuff. And but
hey, yeah. Marty, they made records after 1974.
Oh, are you serious? Oh my God. Now I'm in trouble.
I only collect records the year I was bar mitzvahed, so.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, at least it's not the year you were circumcised.
It's 1967, which is a good year.
All right. That is a good year. Very good year.
Not circumcised. Bar mitzvah.
Yeah, you were 14.
13.
That's cool.
I was 13 and 69.
Okay, can we move on? We'll see how this turns out. Yeah, what would be smart with the record store people should reach out to him privately.
Right. I expect to get a very stern email from someone.
Yeah.
Well,
It'd
the
be
fact that we're talking
rather-
about it here means it's significant,
I have,
you know.
by the way, please understand. I understand a lot of people watch the stream, but I don't think I have any power in any scenario of this. This is just, I feel like he's a crybaby.
Mazzy,
That's basically my
Yeah.
Nancy
Yes.
Pelosi's going to retire.
I saw that. Well, she had a good run, man. She has been one of the most successful speakers in getting
But I have the
stuff.
same problem with
People on the
her.
other side don't like her, but she has been great for
But
Democrats.
she was good.
Very
but she
effective.
stayed too
Love her or
long.
hate her, she's very effective.
Absolutely.
She
Hey,
stayed
and-
too long.
You know,
I'm
Mazzy
sorry,
likes
she
to
stayed
go
too long.
San Francisco, but she was born in Baltimore. She grew up in Baltimore.
Yeah, and
All right. Name a Frank Zappa song with the word Baltimore in it. What's new in
Do
Baltimore?
you honestly think I know any Frank Zappa song?
I can
What?
name a Randy Newman song.
Oh yeah.
Baltimore.
What is it? The Baltimore Butt Sucker? What's the name of
Baltimore.
the song?
Baltimore. It's called Baltimore.
No, the Frank Zappa.
It's called What's New
You know,
in
Rich,
Baltimore.
unlike the guy now, Nancy Pelosi knew the count and got things done, got things passed.
She was very good. Her behind the scenes, she was very good at counting votes.
And she got
She could whip
things
the vote.
passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got things done in government. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing's done now. We can't even open the fucking, yeah. You negotiate. And she negotiated with both sides behind the scenes.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm about bashing record store owners, not praising politicians. Okay.
Let me say one thing about the politics, just a little bit. It's not really partisan at all, but I've kind of hearing this speculation. You know, we got all this gerrymandering. Texas did their redistricting to get 5 more things. Then last night, Prop 50 passed in California, and there are a handful of other red states that are thinking about doing this. But in the process, what they may be doing is, because you still have the same amount of Republican voters, but you're spreading them thinner. So what was typically a consistently red district could now be, if Trump stays unpopular, flipped.
Yeah, I think people are spending too much time on that. I agree with you, Marty. My sense on people aren't looking with. There was about 5 sexy campaign things going on. They are not looking at the smaller ones, which more indicate that you can redistrict your ass off and change things around. And someone brought up the point after Texas did it. Maybe some of those districts might go to Democrats.
Yeah,
So
right.
It's looking like they might have fucked up.
I think again, this is actually goes back to certain people who bash people for selling records. It's like all of you are stupid. You don't have the power to discern or control your urge to buy records from people or not buy records for people. That when people say that, like they're bashing the people selling the records, what they're really doing is saying all of you are stupid. So
I get flack for selling records.
You're stupid.
Yeah, there's people that just don't like it. They don't.
But what I'm saying is, it's the voters, stupid. The voters voted.
Right.
And more, in my point, where not enough people vote, people went out and voted. Look, I went out and voted on Tuesday. I walked a half hour to go vote. And
was it snowing?
Yes, it was snowing. It was kind of cold. I voted for one thing. That was on the ballot. It was only Prop 50. There was nothing to vote about.
At least California put it. At least California put it to the people.
Right.
Newsom didn't push it through like all the other states.
Look, I don't want to get in. People come here not to talk about the politics. Okay.
Look, I'm going to switch to music for a second. Someone asked me about the Dylan 2 CD, the limited sample. Is it a good sampling? To be honest with you, I haven't heard the 2 CD. My guess it's going to be equivalent to the vinyl, the 4LP vinyl. So it's probably a good sampler overview. If you're not all in on Dylan, you don't need 8 CDs. Although I wish they did a separate 2 CD of the Carnegie Hall thing, which is the final 2 discs on the box, because that's excellent. but I bet you it's a good sampler, and it's early stuff. You got to be an early Dylan, which I love early Dylan, him becoming Dylan in a way. So that's all I know. I haven't heard it yet.
Well,
But that's part of a box set, no?
Yeah, but there's a 2 CD sampler. Like tomorrow, all this Wings box sets are coming out. This best of with single versions and box
there's
set
no
versions.
shortage of stuff to buy for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's
I'm going to
beginning
do
to smell a lot like Christmas.
I think I'm going to do a holiday buyer's guide, like just suggestions video. I do every 1 year. I've done one 3 years.
What a shill.
No, these are things I bought. I mean, some things I got, but both.
Well,
Just
you're
think-
still shilling
know,
even if you bought it.
Things that wouldn't you love getting a box set as a gift instead of paying for it of something, maybe?
Well, wouldn't you like to get Gravy Train records like you get them? I would.
Yeah.
I'd rather. I could use another set of AX7s. Some
How about
really
Spandau Ballet speakers or something?
Hey, you know what? Mazzy, I'm all for you doing like an Oprah thing. My favorite, Mazzy's favorite things.
And
That's a great
you
idea.
Get a Dylan.
Marcus, I did not order the Wings box. I didn't order it.
Here, I'm going to do my impression of
Right.
Mazzy's favorite thing right now. This is Mazzy's favorite things. I know most of you guys don't think you have a signature scent. But I'm Mazzy. Get Mazzy's clone.
What about a VC calendar? Some of the
Trying to get a group together to do something like that
no, I would say individual. We have
I am
individual
so
shots. We only need 12 guys or 12.
No
Are you
calendar.
hinting at a
Don't
swimsuit
want
calendar,
calendar.
Jim?
Yeah. we
No
only need
calendar.
12.
I didn't Chick-fil-A. I'll tell you one thing. Chick-fil-A used to do a calendar, and each month you had a coupon for something good.
Oh, now you're talking.
But then they got rid of the calendar. I used to
Didn't
like
need
that calendar.
they don't do the Pirelli calendar like they used to either. Remember the Pirelli
but
calendar?
you only could get
Oh,
that
yeah.
if you owned a auto repair thing.
Right, but it
Or
was
all the
great.
Snap-on
great
calendars.
It was great photography.
Yeah.
It wasn't cheesy bourgeois stuff.
Actually, Marty
Then
does.
what?
Marty's not here to defend too many records. He actually came on to say he has Truckers of Rhea calendar coming out.
Jose,
Yes.
is that the real Jose? And is this the real Jose, Rob?
He's saying a lot of stupid shit, so it's the real Jose.
Jose, I can't go.
Hand jobs was all you could get in the 50s.
I'm never on streams with Jose anymore. I kind of miss Jose. He's on the streams with the other side of the tracks kids that I won't have.
Wait. Hey, I did go to Whataburger. Arizona has Whataburgers. So I went there. I had my favorite thing at Whataburger, the jalapeno cheeseburger.
Did you like it?
My favorite thing there.
Did you like it?
I wish more places did the jalapeno cheeseburger.
Did you like it?
Yes. I took
Apparently
Angelo
you did.
Kelly and his son there. They both liked it.
So is Angelo still in the States?
Yeah, he leaves today.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Bye, Angelo. See you someday.
We had a very good time.
Angelo's another nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Sick
I mean,
of these nice
I
guys.
haven't met him in person, but I like his sense of humor, and he seems to get the underlying shit that we spew out here.
He is one person I think has a very good sense of humor.
Yeah, he gets it, but
Unfortunately, he's a nice guy, and so people like us will
like Marty. Like Marty is a nice guy.
nice guy.
I mean,
let's get him.
He bought a Humming Guru from a used that I paid $6 for, and he paid. No, I didn't. I paid $440 for that, and he got it for half price.
I used it last night, Mazzy.
Is it working out okay?
Works great. I absolutely love it. It's changed my record life.
Oh, good.
I thought Too Many Records changed your record life.
Well, they're a close second.
I'm I would love to collaborate with Angelo on a video, and not about his new record. No offense. I mean, we can talk about that. But when I do interviews, they get so few views. I'll still do them, but when you do,
I can't think of a VC channel that does well with the interviews.
interviews, Steve Westman's about it because that's what he does.
But that's mainly. But I think he brings other people into having a conversation. That's what if I brought people up, it would be like in this situation. I think it's better to get to know someone through them joining in on the conversation than interviewing someone.
Hey, Fluffy, what Beetle box are you talking about? There's a lot of Beetle boxes. Oh, you mean the mono box? No, the mono box is gone. That's gone.
Want to buy mine? Mine's for sale.
I will sell a MoFi Beetle box if anyone wants it. But no. I want to thank everyone. We had a good auction yesterday. I sold everything.
Yeah, I watched part of it. Mazzy, you go nuts. You were pretty kooky.
You want to have fun with it, right?
Were you shit faced?
No, I had one drink. I had that Campari and soda, bougie drink.
Oh, that's half a drink.
Yeah, and it's not very alcoholic at all.
Hey, hold on one second. I need to stop this. Rich, we get it. You made a joke about Angelo Kelly burying me in the desert. He's not here, so move on to another stupid topic.
Okay, let's let Brian come up and talk about Matt. He wants to talk about Matt. They met in Tokyo. Can we?
It's up. You can message me, Brian, and I'll send you a link.
We're not allowed to have people from
message
Tokyo.
Rob, Instagram.
You can tell how you failed to get rid of him in another country.
I haven't talked to Brian in a long time. I'd like to see it.
Angelo's
here. Angelo.
Hey, Angelo. Can you answer Rich's question why you did not bury me in the desert?
Angelo solo quisto tu osar fare mio onore. Oh yeah, that's Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Angelo, I'd like to meet him. He actually apologized that he didn't come up to see me and Harry, and because he was on some roller coaster. And
he told me privately he would never fucking go there.
Right. And I said, you're better off on that roller coaster, baby.
Never got to.
Was that Disneyland? Where was he on the roller coaster? Do you know, Rob?
What? I'm gonna guess they went to the Santa Monica pier.
Is that true, Angela? You didn't go to Disneyland, did you?
No, they didn't go to Disneyland.
I would go to Disneyland.
On the Santa Monica pier. They went to Universal Studios. So
that's right. He said he went to Sony Studios. But
he did go to Sony. Didn't you go to Sony too?
He got a Sony tour.
Yeah, they went to Sony.
So they went to Universal. Okay. And
it was a thrill a minute trip.
Going to LA, that's the fun stuff to do. If you have kids, going to Disneyland is a great thing. It's expensive now, obviously, but it's like Disney. There's nothing like Disneyland.
Okay,
I've never been to Disney World.
Let me help you out. You could go to Disneyland. You can go to Knott's Berry Farm. You can go to
Universal.
I remember when SeaWorld was around. Remember
one in Valencia?
Pacific?
What is the Great Adventure? What is
Marineland.
You can go to where Bill and Ted went, to the water slide place. You can go there.
Did he go to Grauman's or Mountain's Chinese Theater?
I did not spend a lot of time with them while they were here. They're off doing their own thing. Okay, here's his itinerary for all you people keeping records.
Cool. St. Demas. Did you go to Hollywood High?
In San Dimas is that water park that Bill and Ted was at.
Yeah, I was going to say Bill and Ted.
That roller coaster movie too, King's Dominion in Virginia, was in that movie.
Is Magic Mountain still there? Because I used to always drive when I came up I-5.
Yes, but I keep hearing rumors that they're going to close it down.
Yeah, because I used to stop across the street. There's like a diner across the street, across the highway. I'd stop for a break there. I used to drive to Los Angeles.
Let
me ask you this, concert buddies. Seriously, Aside from your show, your normal Thursday night show, do you get? You don't do a lot of interviews either, but
He did, and he's responsible. He's responsible for something.
for some reason, people like the ones I've done. I've done a couple of interviews that I really enjoy, and I do them anyway. I'm not going to do them just because of views, but people don't seem to watch those as much as a fucking whack-a-mole. Even
Do you want to tank your views? Interview me.
I try and do that every morning.
You want to just
Hey, Jim, can I ask
Yes.
you a question? And I'll do a little interview with Jim. Jim,
yes.
last night in while you were sleeping and your pig came up to you, how many people did it tell you to kill, and who exactly did the pig tell you to kill?
I hate to say it, but
Jim,
Utu Anime Deckers Ray, number one.
if you want to increase your viewership and your audience, what you need to do is do books on tape, audio versions of your magazines, and get Cumberbatch, Benedict Cumberbatch, whatever his name is, to read each
Excuse
issue.
me, Mazzy. I have professionally done voiceovers, so I would be the one to
Yeah,
read.
but you want Sherlock.
You got the
Holmes.
voice for it.
I did a voice. I actually did books on. I was approached by books on tape.
I can actually
They
say
pay
one
so
thing.
shitty, unless you're a
To
star.
piggyback on what Mazzy said, if don't count on people giving you shout outs to improve your amount of subs.
Yeah, Cumberbatch.
Interview me, and you'll lose a few.
Cumberbatch. We know. Ha ha, Jose. You're what are you,
yes.
12? Jesus.
The problem
Jose.
with having someone read my paper is I don't want them to fix the typos when in their reading.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Are you going to continue with Boomer Snatcher columns?
If
There's
I
not-
sell enough ads, the first thing I get rid of
Yeah,
is Boomer Snatcher.
yeah.
So if you see Boomer
hold on.
Snatcher in the paper, it's because I'm
You know,
having a
Jim-
bad month.
Jim's favorite thing to do is to give me a phone call going, I have to take out the boomer scalper.
Oh, man.
Boomer's out. You want me to do? No, Rob's got the best voice on the planet. Are you kidding me?
No, it's horrible. It's annoying.
That's why it's so good.
Yeah.
Rob should
How
be
far
doing-
away are you from dropping the RIA off, Marty?
I am about an hour, but I'm going to be stopping at a truck stop here in about 10 minutes to the Flying J truck stop to fuel up.
Then use
So
the
you can't just drop urea anywhere.
What road are you on?
I'm on I-5 going through Tigard right now, just south of
Are
Portland.
you going south?
Yep. And I'll
South of
cross
Portland?
the
Be
cross the
careful,
Willamette
man.
River and then get off the freeway in Donald, about 25 miles south of Portland.
I would
Wow.
never get off the freeway at a place called Donald.
Indeed, right?
I think everyone's takeaway from this live stream is Mazzy can never get Donald off.
I live on a street where there's a guy who has a bench press and works out in his front yard. That's never a good sign, ever.
No.
No.
He's been in a prison yard, probably.
But he's got the tats, and you
Yeah.
know, there's
You know,
danger.
this episode, have we shown even records on this episode yet?
No.
I picked up some, but I think
I'm going to show some CDs because during my live stream yesterday, my auction, I was playing music in the background. Some asked what it was. I was playing the Seeds, the A and B sides of the Seeds. This is because of Jim's new edition that has the Seeds on the cover.
Oh, yeah.
So I was thinking of Record Collector News.
Nice.
It's amazing. I always forget these are the A and B sides. They went through like a country period of the Seeds that didn't really sell. And how many times did they do songs with the same riff from Push and Do Hard? They've done like about 5 versions that same riff. Da, 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 da. And then I got the most. I got a lot of response. People were asking, "What's that?" And I know they heard it, but out of context, or they haven't heard it in years. Is DJ Shadow's 1996?
well, you can't show that record, Mazzy.
Why?
You're culturally not appropriate
What?
to show that.
Hey, there's a
record.
white guy from Sacramento. Of course I can. He's DJ Shadow. this is a groundbreaking record just because no one was really doing this at the time on this level. And what he does here, it's almost psychedelic at times, but just a great montage of music and mashups and DJing. And this is an expanded version that came out some years ago, and it's just a great record to put on and a great vibe to it. This is a 2-record expanded. And then I played, this is the 3rd Dada record, and I hadn't listened to this when I first got it. I listened to it.
Oh, El Subliminoso, that's a great record.
This is a really good record.
So good. Bob the drummer I love that song.
You know, and there's a song, The Spirit of 2009, from a teenage point of view in a way. But there's some beautiful, No One is such a gorgeous, kind of Beatlesque, but great harmony vocals on here. This is their 3rd album. This is what year was this? 89? No, it wouldn't have been.
No, it's the 90s.
99, 98, 99. Anyway, hopefully this will come out on vinyl eventually, because
I hope so. That'd be
don't have it
awesome.
on vinyl. Maybe they can do what they've done with the last one. I like this one better than the 2nd record, but I think this is an excellent record, Dada. Of course, I'm biased, but it's just good music. But it's an interesting combination of things. It's some heavy rock stuff, great guitar licks, obviously, but great harmonies and the dynamics of the recording, because there's not a lot of there's that wash of grunge shit that was happening during this time, and you don't get that. You get a very more dynamic recording. I don't know. I'm sure he's watching now, or he's watching in reruns. Joey, who produced this? Produced by Dada with Adam Weiner and Scott Gordon.
You said Weiner.
So they were involved with it. But the only problem with this, like all the CD era, who can read this fucking? Look at that in the bottom.
Oh, come on. That's not meant for old people, not for boomers.
It's not meant for young people. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Here's a whack-a-mole I came across in my whacking.
Oh, I have exactly that copy. I mean,
with
I have
white with the timing stripe.
I have a white label. I have the timing strip. I have the
there must have been a million of them.
Yeah, I have the Hard Rain belt buckle they gave out as a promo.
Oh. This has my favorite version of Idiot Wind. It is so fucking powerful. Anyway, I just came across this. Stamped on the back, promo, and then obviously timing stripe, white label, and it's minty mint, and it plays fantastic. The version of Idiot Wind on here kills me. It's so strong.
I'm going to only do CDs from now on my channel, so here's the beginning of it now.
Does too many records sell CDs?
I don't remember. I never look for them. So
have you ever been in the store, Marty?
I've driven by several times.
They have a nice little lounge room, a couch section to sit in. I like the vibe. It's a nice store. Yeah. You can go get your nails and a pedicure and
next door.
mani-pedi done next door. I never had one, but Dylan is not overrated at all. Come on.
Oh, no way. No.
Yeah. You might there may be, I mean, his catalog, his scope is so vast.
His live performing is very iffy.
Yeah, of course. I agree with that. But his last complete album that came out like in 2020 is a fucking amazing album, a late career album. Great record.
Hey, by the way, this record is exclusively carried by the In-Groove. I got to listen to the whole thing of this, and this is excellent. This Benny Wallace record, mastered by Kevin Gray, produced by Joe Harley. This thing's excellent. You can only get it through the In-Groove, so go order it. It's good. There you go.
I'm sorry it took so long for me to find this.
Play your guitar.
The outer it was in was so badly, but anyway, took about 3 times as long.
Wait, what is that?
Shut Up and Play Your Guitar box set.
Was that a mail order or something initially?
No, there was a mail order one, but that was just one. This has the famous variations on the Carlos Santana secret chord progression.
Isn't that was a rare for a while, isn't it?
I don't know. Nothing. Zappa prices are going down.
Yeah,
they're going down.
What about the originals of the first couple
Everything's going down. Used to be $50, now it's $30.
What's the most valuable Zappa record?
The most valuable Zappa record is the that I have is the test pressing of Live in New York with Punky's Whips on it. It was never released.
Not everyone can find a test pressing. Which title version is the most valuable that people can get?
Something like one of the first three, maybe in mint condition, blah, blah. Freak Out, We're Only in It for the Money.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free. But those are still not that. Zappa records are under $50 now, no matter what. And that's good.
Go order, Eddie. Go order from the Ingroove.
Also, the Zappa reissues are fine. They're great. They've never fucked up one of them, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, Transfusion is that's a CD that I have it on.
Well, apparently Dane doesn't like Zappa.
Yeah, I can understand that. I don't like Zappa fans, so I probably like Dane.
I don't like Zappa fans because they think you want to listen to their music while you're driving around.
Or they go, oh, there's a Zappa. That reminds me of a Zappa song, and then they play it.
I don't like Zappa fans because they send you magazines every 2 months.
Yeah. That you never asked for.
I like them. I read them.
You know what? Zappa fans seem to forget that they own this certain albums and they buy more copies of that album.
That's
that happens with a lot of fans, Rob.
Don't Zappa fans love Mac Davis?
Oh.
What are you asking me? Oh, the Dylan question. Okay. Are you talking about Dylan album covers or people doing covers of songs? Actually, on my list of things to do, I want to do one of, because there's a lot of great, I thought I did one once, but maybe not, albums that, like there's a Joan Baez Any Day Now. There's that, there's a lot of great. I mean, Lucinda Williams did a good one. Obviously, the Byrds. The Byrds is an album, but it's a collection of the whole over the years, their covers of Dylan songs. I mean,
you don't have to own a pig to be a true Zappa fan, but
no,
if you don't own a pig, you should own a donkey.
Cover songs.
No, but Angelo, the pig's a big fan of death metal.
The Emily Swift, not Emily Swift. Is that her name?
It's not a pig. It should be a donkey.
Blonde on the Tracks. That which came out like around the pandemic too is amazing.
What was
Blonde on the Tracks by, is it Emily Swift? It's the woman, the Australian singer who's partnered to Robin Hitchcock, and she put out Emma Swift. Thank you.
There's a record I want to.
Emma Swift, Blonde on the Tracks is one. I was so surprised how great it is. And she does Multitudes, a cover of that. No one's covered that yet from the last album.
Who wants this Vinyl Me Please mono?
I have that.
I have that.
It's very good.
I don't need it.
Why don't you want it?
I don't need it anymore.
Why?
Because I have OGs of this stuff that I prefer. So there.
Okay.
I have the 2i.
I do too. Do you have the one with Claudia Cardinale?
I think so, yeah.
I have a really scummy version I was going to sell in the auction, but it's because it has that, and it wouldn't go for a lot. But I mean, I found it, so I picked it up.
Auctions, because if there's the slightest little ring wear, people freak out.
Yeah. Well, I try to tell people if there's the records I'm selling now, they're not flipped, they're my own. So I know the quality, and I do humming guru them. I do ultrasonic them.
Hold on. I want to get to you in a second. Jim, Eddie wants your mono blonde on mono. Okay. I'm going to deal with Mazzy right now.
Uh-oh.
When Mazzy was doing...
you're like, come in my office now, and you're going to get...
Mazzy, you have to admit, when you started doing the auctions, here's how Mazzy sold a record. Pulled out the record like this and goes, there's a little mark on it. It's I didn't clean it, guys, and I haven't play graded it, but
and I had Kimbo and
Dr.
Robert. Kimbo and Dr. Robert were there to confirm my opinion. How many times do you actually play grade every record you sell, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. But now I know because they're my records.
Here's what is cool about selling records. I get them, I clean them, and I listen to them. I don't have to keep them. So I listen to all of them. I was listening to some records last night that might not be my first choice of stuff to keep in my collection, but I listened to the records and heard everything. It was good.
So that's cool. That's cool then.
Matt,
Oh,
hold on.
I do the same thing. Only
Let's go back to attacking Mazzy.
all right.
Mazzy, how many
Jose,
hours?
you puta.
How many hours of music do you listen to a day?
6 to 8.
And you can't play grade a record in that 6 to 8?
I listen to stuff I want to listen to. No, I do sometimes. I do. If it's a record that's going to go more for some money, I'll always play grade it. I'll always listen to it again. But now I know the condition my records are in. I mean, if it is a record, if it's a record that is really rare that goes for some money, I will play grade it. But other records, I just know. I'll do an ultrasonic cleaning anyway. But I know I've had it for years. I know what it sounds like, so I don't every time. Yeah, I play a lot of music, but I want to play the music that I
get distracted and only play shit I want to hear.
Well, I do that, but also I get new releases coming in. Obviously, the ones that sent to me, and there's record store day things we got to listen to now.
I've decided I'm going to listen to this.
You should. Why wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, because I have an OG copy of it, but because this is actually the record store day.
How come it doesn't have a record store? What's weird about that is it is a reserve, and I know they're marketing as record store day, but it doesn't have a record store day sticker, does it?
Well,
No.
Maybe they'll put one on it. I don't know how this happened.
Can I see that cover again? That's almost a total ripoff of this one.
Who gave you that record?
I believe you did.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there is that. Sometimes you realize you don't want to get rid of it, but most of the stuff I'm selling, Angelo, are duplicates. Like I sold a really great record of a reissue of Blows Against the Empires, Paul Kantner. I have an original. I love
that record.
I know. I don't need multiple copies anymore. And I'd rather keep the original because it's sentimental. I think that one actually has my name on the back.
7,000 gypsies swirling together. An offering to the sun in the name
of Dick, the only office is a park.
All right. Hold on. We're going to have
Our
to go
babes will wander naked through the cities of the universe.
Okay. All right, guys. We have someone coming up who is going to bring back up a topic we had talked about.
Oh, shit.
I'm adding them. There you go.
Hello, Brian.
Brian wants to talk about his interaction with Too Many Records.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Is he there?
Can you hear me?
We hear you. You're fine.
There he is.
Yeah, it's really late. I was running an event tonight and I'm exhausted.
Hey, hold on, Brian. Don't come up here like Too Many Records with excuses. Just come up and tell us what your thoughts.
Hey, I had something I heard on Paul Psychopath.
Why can't I hear him?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
We hear you fine. Marty, I'm sorry, but we hear him.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Brian.
That's okay. Hey Marty, hey Mazzy, hey Rob, hey Jim.
What's up, dude?
Jim, do you know the Fountain of Love? You know Zappa's doo-wop tune, right? You know that one?
Yeah.
Do you know the version that's on the Lost Episodes? You've ever heard that one?
Oh yeah.
That one's so good. It's so good. I heard somebody play Fountain of Love today, and they played like the wrong version, and I was like, "Oh, that one's so much."
I'm gonna have to dig out my. I'll have to dig that out and listen to it again.
It's so good. It's so good. If you guys go listen to that Ruben and the Jets, Cruising with Ruben and the Jets, Frank Zappa's doo-wop record, there's alternate versions of those tunes, and some of them are so fuzzy and so really groovy, really cool. No, but
Frank loves doo-wop.
I was gonna say about the Matt thing. Like, I hung out with Matt for 2 days, and he was like super fucking friendly and
Did
super
that
nice.
qualify for your community service?
How do you mean?
Oh, it's a joke. Don't
It's
don't
a
even
joke,
just tell
Brian.
your story.
Well, no. The reason I ask because I mentioned I mentioned on a stream not that long ago that I forged my community service hours when I was in high school. We're like meant to do 20 hours a
So
semester.
you're a habitual liar about your
It's
community
on your
service.
permanent record. Okay.
Well, hold on. No, I have something to ask about this email. I heard there's a long-winded email that Mazzy got sent, right?
Well,
This was a long
like
time. It was a long
3
time
years
ago. But it's
So wait. I know.
yeah.
Okay. So wait, I want to back this up just a little bit. So I don't know this. I don't know the whole story. Matt was nothing but pleasant and kind and friendly, and like there was
Yeah,
nothing.
but you were showing him around Tokyo, I suppose. So you had something to offer him.
Yeah, I did, and but he had also something to offer me because I offered it to him. I said, "Hey, listen, if you can come here, I know that you're already coming here. You can cover twice the amount of ground in half the amount of time if you let me show you around, and if I can photograph and video the whole thing, I'll be able to turn it into like a little service, which is what I did, and it's actually going kind of well, and I'm a little bit like I can't keep up with it. It's pretty good actually." But now I didn't really get into it, but I watched Mazzy's video from 2 years ago or however long ago it was, and then I heard you guys, and I know that this record store day thing just happened, and he made this video about it, and I understand that's like the topic, but like going back to the video being closed, the record store being closed, and to the long-winded email that went back and forth.
You're kind of conflating two different
They're
things.
two different things, actually.
Yeah, I understand. I understand the two different things.
There was a live stream.
But I'm
There was
right.
a live stream. Well, let me just help Brian.
Okay.
There was a live stream where there were 4 of us on screen, maybe 10 people in chat, and we were talking on various topics. One was his store. Then someone who watched went to him. The stream was taken down, by the way. It was not left up. It was just us streaming, and it wasn't there to get views and even create a situation. But someone went to him, and he felt the need.
I don't know about this.
To defend himself to Mazzy.
Mm-hmm.
And it just was weird. That was a separate thing. Then Mazzy went down to Portland and had an experience where his store was closed.
I see. Okay.
Two different things.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that first. I didn't realize there was a live stream that he came and defended his thing. And then Mazzy, like, when you went down there to make the video, were you going down there to like make good with him or something? Was that what
I never had a problem with it. It's funny. The letter that came out, he sent it to me because I don't know, and because I'm more of a face than the other people in that.
Mazzy is the king of the universe.
Yeah, and he sent it to me as an email, and he kind of was talking really long email. I read portions. I don't even have it anymore. I don't know where it is, but it was basically that he heard from someone that we were dumping on him, and he talked about how he's a member of the VC and he's early in the VC and he contributes. And I said first, and I wrote him back and I said, first of all, I appreciate this, but you don't really interact with any of us. So you're not really on that part. Now you do great stuff. You have your own thing and you don't have to. I mean, the point is, don't say you're part of this community. And we're only a small segment of the vinyl community, as you know. There's the metal people, there's the Jason Rojas people, there's a lot of great other sectors.
There's Jason Rojas people?
Well, you know what I mean. They do their conversation. There's Chancey, there's all these different subgroups too. You know, there was Rachel, all that stuff. And he doesn't interact with any of us really. And that's not a criticism, but him saying he was. So anyway, that was it. And I said, look, I'm sorry if you felt that, but this was a stream. It wasn't so private, but we took it down, and it was just part of the conversation because he said he opened the store, and I said, well, we saw a video. You showed the store, and the store looked half empty. It just seemed to me He was getting all this press because of his YouTube, which is fine. You use what you use. We all do. But it looked like his store from the video, it was half empty. It wasn't ready to open. And Rob criticized that. And from the video, that's what it looked like. So when the 2 weeks later, whenever it was, 3 weeks later, or Christmas week, it was Christmas week, I drove down to Portland. It was separate because I'd like to go to every store. And I happened to go on a Monday. And
re-explaining what I just said.
My Google map said, the hours of the store didn't say closed Mondays. I didn't know that. So I go there and it's closed. And of course, I do shtick on everything, whether I like you or whatever. And it wasn't a personal thing, but I go there and the door was locked. And I kind of said, what the fuck? It's Christmas week. And so he got upset at that video. It was Christmas week. Retailer, my experience, Christmas week is the big week of music. Don't close on it. Now,
yeah, I know that. I know this video. I saw the video, Mazzy. I saw your video. But
did I do a little mocking?
Was it meant to be funny?
It was meant to be funny. Of course it was. But it was reality based that turned into humor from my point of view.
All right, Mazzy, stop. Because it's Brian's time to shine.
Yeah.
Brian, go back to shining.
Did you find it offensive?
No, I just think that okay, so you were kind of shitting on the store on this live stream, right?
I don't think we were shitting on. We were
you
criticizing.
Were saying that the store didn't look like it should have been open, but probably I don't know. But I would imagine that if I were opening a store and I sunk all my monies into it and I tried to get it open.
You're right.
If I heard a bunch of guys,
Brian, I hate that I feel obligated to interpret what Mazzy just said.
Okay.
I feel like I have to. Mazzy went to the store with good intentions to bury the hatchet, I suppose, or an olive branch.
I wanted to meet him.
Right.
So that suggests that there was first an olive branch that needed to be offered. Is that correct?
No.
Well, yeah, because after he wrote me,
that's what I'm saying.
After he wrote me that email, I wanted to meet him, and I wanted to meet him in person. I support independent record stores.
Well, the guy has the right to sort of, if somebody's talking about him, the guy has the right to stand up and say like, "Yo, that's not cool."
Absolutely.
Hold on,
Absolutely.
Here's what I don't want to do. I don't want you to feel like you have to defend the guy.
I don't feel like I have to defend him, but I just want to call it out.
No.
Like, hold on. It's all connected to this whole thing. Because hold on, hear me out. Let me just get through this thing. So let's just say hypothetically, you're shitting on his store a little bit. Okay, he's a little bit upset about it because he's really enthusiastic, and like Marty said, he's this kind of passion, happy-go-lucky dude. He's like, he doesn't like confrontation, and then suddenly, like, people maybe he looks up to, maybe who has a lot of influence, maybe who's like blessing he wants.
I can promise you, Brian.
Go on, let him finish. Get
Yes,
to your point.
please. Thank you, Jim.
He didn't feel that way about Mazzy. I promise you.
But make it quick. Hurry up, Brian.
Well, and then you go down there
because
and
the answer is
you make this
he
video.
chose to respond a certain way. His choice was to respond a certain way.
Yeah, but then
that
Mazzy goes down there and makes a million ways and says like, "Hey, it's locked." Now, if it's funny, it's one thing. If it's meant to be funny, but if it's meant to,
what if it's meant to do both?
It
doesn't matter what it was meant to do.
Start a fight. Then it's like, then Mazzy, why would you, Mazzy, you with your following? Why would you? What? That's like beneath.
He's a bully.
Why would you go to a record store and make fun of a guy that's like, "Hey, your shop's not open"? A guy who's trying to get his record store off the ground.
But for
a guy who's like trying to be passionate about his record. No, wait, I came up here to like let me just finish what I'm saying.
No.
Let me finish my thought.
Let him finish, Rob. Let him finish.
Or cut me off.
No, I don't want to cut. But let me help you, Brian. Okay.
No, you're not helping me. Let me just get my idea.
I feel the need.
Shut up, Rob. Let Brian.
No. I want to say,
Brian,
please allow me.
Look,
Brian,
here's Mazzy's
Brian, this is not
this
the
guy.
reason.
We should all shit on this guy.
I didn't bring
and
it,
so
Brian.
then suddenly everybody's piling up and
but
shitting on this
Brian,
guy. And everybody's saying, like, okay, we're all down on this guy.
Stop.
Too many records.
Brian,
he's not a good guy. So then that's
Brian, I'm cutting you off because I want to say this right now, and I would like you to stop. First of all, Mazzy's video was 2 years ago. Okay, enough time has blown by that it is non-issue. It's too many records has successfully existed, and both the store and the channel in 2 years. Mazzy did nothing to bring Too Many Records down by making the video. So Brian coming up here under the understanding that I thought the video he made the other day about complaining about Record Store Day that I had issue with. So you had an experience with Too Many Records. Please allow us to know what you did and how you feel that he's a good guy.
This is an important footnote, Brian. This is important. 6 months later, 9 months later, I don't know when, I went back to Portland. I went with Michael Poetry. We went in his store. We met the other Matt who worked there then. The Matt, again, wasn't there, so I didn't meet him. We had a great time in the store. I did a video, great showing a store. I said how I love the store, and I bought records in that store. We sat in the room. There's a video 6-8 months later of me in that store. I got in, it was open.
And then he met the guy in
and
Austin.
I met him
in Austin, and they had a great
briefly.
exchange. So there's no issue between Too Many Records.
I tried again, and I wasn't there to dump on him, but yeah, I did use it for fodder, which I would do with any store. If I went to Easy Street and there was a fuck up and something was happening, I would do the same thing because video stuff works for a visual. And I went in that video there. I go to 5 stores in Portland. It was the only store that was closed a Christmas week. And I used it for fodder. Absolutely. I did. And he didn't like it, maybe because he's new. And I get that. It was shtick. I will admit that. It wasn't
been had interaction since.
Hopefully, I wish that the place had been open. It would have turned out very different if the store had been open, but it wasn't.
But it didn't. But please understand, Brian, it didn't continue to be an issue. And since then, he went to the store, praised it. He met the guy in Austin, praised him. So to kind of concentrate on one thing Mazzy did, when I bash Mazzy every day here for everything he's done, it's not productive. Coming up here, having the opportunity to say, I spent 2 days with the guy and here's my experience, will eliminate your concern that Mazzy did something you don't agree with. Does that make sense?
Not really, but that's okay.
It's not even an issue. Bringing it up, it's not an issue.
If I was starting my own shop, or I feel like if any of you guys were starting your own shop, and somebody who I really looked up to kind of came, and even if it was shtick,
he doesn't look up to Mazzy, I promise.
Here's the thing. Okay,
maybe
Brian.
Maybe he did at one point, and maybe
where are the videos of him and Mazzy hanging out together? Or
Brian, can I just say something to Brian real quick?
Wherever Mazzy goes, he's got this thing, and it's like, you get the little, he's got a little magic wand.
Here's my thing, Brian. There's a guy out there right now. There's a guy out there right now who's bigger than all of us.
Thank you.
Bigger than all of us.
Yeah.
He's not part of the VC at all. He does a whole different thing.
His channel's bigger than mine. Yeah.
It's entertainment oriented. And he's never given me any love or anything, except for when he moved, he gave me his address. Please mail your paper to this new address. So I thought, okay, at least he reads it. This week, his big fucking thing that he sent out was about Record Collector Magazine, what he was reading in Record Collector Magazine.
Are we still talking about Matt, by the way, Jim? Sorry.
Yeah, we are. This guy, big, referred to my company as Record Collector Magazine. It's Record Collector News. There's another magazine called Record Collector in England.
Yeah.
But he was referring to me. Rather than write him a Matt letter, that was my first thing. I'm going to write him a letter. I'm going to rather than write this guy a Matt letter, I took a breath and decided maybe it's better for me not to do something like that.
Right.
That was a choice that I made, probably due to the fact that I'm so fucking old I don't have any testosterone anymore.
Right.
But at any rate, I think it was a better choice.
I think the better choice for Mazzy when he went and knocked on the door to be like, I could make a video right now, or I could not make a video.
Can I ask
content
nobody would be talking about Too Many Records.
That's true.
Nobody would be talking about it.
Brian, can I ask you?
No, you're wrong, Brian. You're wrong.
Oh, maybe.
Let me ask Brian a question.
Yeah.
Brian, do you watch Mazzy's channel?
Yeah.
How many of his videos are really what you're describing? Practically none.
Yeah,
The fact that,
yeah,
you're referring to it. Okay, I understand you don't agree with the video he did. Bad choice
yeah.
for Mazzy.
I don't
But
agree. It's
then,
not that I don't agree with it, but I just think like I wouldn't do
yeah,
it.
but it
Oh, I
didn't.
would.
It's
I'll tell you
dickish
why,
thing to
Brian.
do.
Brian, you're
To
nitpicking
me,
on.
the worst thing in the world is going to a fucking record store and it says they're open and they're closed. That, to me,
to be
as a
honest,
record
it was
collector,
to
is
be
unforgivable.
Did
Now,
he advertise in the store? Advertise to be closed on that day?
no. Here's the deal, and it's
it was
probably an error. It's probably an error not on his part. You know how you have
no.
the
Google is
wait.
he can.
It wasn't
fix
his
the Google,
website. It was the Google shopping thing at the time you do, and it says
which you
stores.
can, which
And
he
it
should have
didn't,
fixed.
usually it says their opening hours. Maybe they were
I
too
can
new.
honestly tell you, Brian,
Yeah.
the fact that this is an issue is bringing more light to it. That it happened 2 years ago, and the residual effect of it. It's not like it's a forever green video. Mazzy, are you continuing to get
No,
views on this
Here's the
video?
deal. Every time I travel, I do a travel video, and I do like a collaboration. San Francisco, I do one a day, but everywhere else, I do one Portland one or something. And I want to include some humor and entertainment, because I think some people do travel videos. You do very good ones. So it's not you, but sometimes they're boring and you're going like this, so you don't see anything in the fucking record store. You know about photography, you know about the image, and I appreciate that.
I want to move.
Okay.
I do want to move on, Brian. Please, if
Hey,
you
no,
want to
I
do a
appreciate
service,
you letting
if
me
you
come
want to
up
do a
and say my
service,
piece.
no,
Rob,
if you want to
I
do a
appreciate
service
it.
to Too Many Records, please tell us about your interaction with him.
Okay,
You
I'll
want to
tell
know
you
about my
it.
magic wand?
I will tell you about it. But I thank you for letting me come and say
You
that.
will
I
like
appreciate
and
it.
subscribe. You will like
And
and subscribe.
Mazzy, be careful with your magic wand, please. Okay, not everybody can fall into the trance of the magic
And
wand.
honestly, Brian, we already
Yeah.
have Marty here saying he likes the story. He goes there.
I know,
buys
but
records.
the thing that Marty didn't say is that, like, hey, Marty wouldn't have made that video even if it was
But
fun.
No,
even
he
if it was
wouldn't.
big.
But
I
it's
wouldn't
not
have made it. Rob, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have made it.
Oh, Rob would have.
No.
No, we wouldn't have. Mazzy, it was like it was gratuitous. It was beneath you. You didn't need to make that video.
It was 2
Oh, I
minutes
disagree.
of a 20-minute or 30-minute video.
Anyway, it doesn't matter, but I wonder if if it rippled out and it's 2 years later. Look, let's fucking get this guy out of the
Brian,
thing.
let me help.
Okay,
Let me help you.
you can say, Rob, I hear you. You have your
It's a
opinion
point.
about
He's
it.
been open
I'm
for
looking
4
at it, and
years.
I have
It
a
didn't
little
hurt
slightly
his
different
score.
opinion about it.
Brian,
He's been
go
open for 4 years.
go
He
watch
hasn't
the
hurt his
Portland
score.
video.
Mazzy, what?
Brian, go watch the Portland video I did when I returned to his store with
I'm
Michael.
sure, but by that time it might have been already like bad blood by that
No,
point.
there was never bad
Watch
blood
the
in my part.
video, Brian. Watch the video.
All right, I'll go watch it. I haven't watched the follow-up, but let's go see this Kumbaya video.
That was
I'm sure it's
follow
great.
up. It's
All right.
we
So
sang
far,
Kumbaya.
so far, I'm feeling it wasn't. You really didn't have a good experience hanging out with Too Many Records.
Me?
Well, you're not
don't have a
telling us
sample
about
of
it.
Brian,
Okay,
Brian,
there's not a whole lot to report, but it's just that we cruised around and we
Did
went
he
to record
treat?
stores.
Did he treat you to a meal?
Yes, several actually.
Brian, what if I go to Tokyo and it's closed? What am I supposed to do?
Tokyo never closes, dude. It's not going to be closed.
But see,
it's not going.
I think people know. People who do watch me regularly know I have a snarky sense sometimes.
You
A lot.
do. You definitely do.
And
but
so
I don't think everybody knows that.
Exactly, Michael. Michael was with me in that store. We had a great time, didn't we, Michael? We stayed there for like an hour in that store with the other Matt, who's not there anymore.
All I feel is, Brian, how long have you been holding on to Mazzy's attack video on Too Many Records?
No, I just saw you guys comment
And
on that.
Mazzy, can you make more hate videos about Too Many Records, please?
You know, rant videos.
You've obviously made 2. You've made more than 0. You made more than 1. You made a live stream where you shit on his store. You made another one.
No, hold on.
Two. That's
Brian,
more than 1.
Brian,
That's more than 1. It's 2.
Brian,
and now you're making a third. Here's a third. There's
Brian,
number 3.
Brian, you're miscategorizing.
You're not listening.
The live stream was 4 people on screen, 20 people watching. When the live stream ended, the video was not left up on YouTube. So it had zero impact.
Doesn't matter. If you did it in the public space
Hey,
and somebody
can someone
saw it,
join 10 o'clock tonight? I'm gonna do a live stream. I don't want anyone to join me. I don't want anyone to watch. It's about Brian, and then it won't stay up on the internet. Okay. By the way, this is staying up on the internet, Brian.
all
This-
right, that's fair. That's totally fair. I'm happy that I got to come and
Hey,
talk about it
wait,
for a little
Brian. I have questions.
Yeah, but
for
you didn't. You gotta go watch that second video
Brian,
where they.
since you
make
don't
bit.
fun
want
of
Okay,
it.
to,
all right.
Brian,
All
since
right.
you
Check that out.
desperately don't want
I
to
think
tell
you'll
us
feel
about
better once you do. You won't
Brian,
be as heated.
Brian, since you desperately don't want to tell us about your hanging out with Too Many Records, let me ask you some questions. How much taller than him are you?
You know what? Is he
No,
a
I
shorty?
don't remember. I don't remember.
Is
He
he a
might be
shorty?
taller than me.
He,
I think
he
he's
made a
something
great
like-
impression upon you. Now, Brian, when you hung out for 2 days, the next day, did he tell you a time but didn't show up? Almost like his store was closed on that
Okay,
day.
now he's going off the rails there.
Well, I mean, I would hope that if I opened a little shitty record shop and I
that what it's
put as
gonna be
many
called?
records as I could in it, you guys would have a little mercy on me. And
Oh
you'd be
no!
like,
I guarantee you, Brian. If you had a little record shop and you had on the internet saying that you were open, and I drove my ass there and you were closed, I would shit all
Hey,
over your
Brian,
shop.
Brian,
Brian,
Oh,
I
that's
never
a bummer,
said I've
Jim.
never
That's a
said
No,
that.
no. I've been
I've
collecting
never said
records
the
for
record.
50
I've
years.
never said his record store
No.
was bad. I never
Great.
said any disparaging about his record store. The only thing is I would have criticized any store that is closed Christmas week having been on retail. And that was my
Why?
criticism.
Any store can close anytime they
Hey,
want to
hey,
close.
Well, of course,
Hey,
It's up
absolutely.
to them to close whenever they
Yes,
want to close. It
yes.
doesn't have to be
we're
open
past
at
our
your hours.
we're going past our end time, but I have a favor of Brian.
Okay.
Brian, next live stream I do will be on Tuesday. Okay.
Yes.
Can you promise to come up on Tuesday when Too Many Records sends you a very lengthy email asking him not to defend him anymore?
Brian,
Yeah, any
yeah,
record
that's
store that
fair.
can open anytime it wants to is a record store that's going to be out of business pretty soon.
you know, Brian, and it's not it's a longer drive than a lot of Portland record stores. It's a way out there. So it was a destination. I took the time. I went out there. It's not like a bunch of other
Yeah, you have to figure that
neighborhoods.
shit.
It's not in a
time.
normal area where there are
You guys
retail like
are
that.
you're all snarky. You guys don't have enough
No.
gooey.
Brian,
You don't have enough
I
gooey.
promise you, you're
Rob
better
Davey
off.
would not. Rob
I
is,
know. Hold on, Brian. I know you have a sense of humor. I know you have the ability to laugh at yourself. I promise that you take this shit way too seriously, and you'll have a much better experience interacting with people if you
I have a
treat
great
this
experience
ridiculousness
interacting with
that
people.
this is so ridiculous. Because here's what happened. We've talked about Too Many Records so much. You know what? Some of these idiots here in the chat are going to go watch this stupid ass channel.
Yeah.
That's good, actually. That's probably a good outcome.
Would it be better why don't I make a video of going to all the Seattle record stores when they're closed and try to open the door and just do a composite greatest hits video of
Don't do
closed
that.
record. Well, see, I would do that because I would see the humor in it.
Hey, Brian, do us a favor. What time is it right now where you are?
It's early in the fucking morning. It's time to go
Can
to
you
sleep.
do me a favor and go to the store that most is like Too Many Records and see if they're open?
The supermarket is the only place that's open, and that's the reason that I'm here right now is to get breakfast for tomorrow morning. So,
Why? Okay.
Yeah, the kids don't have. I need to get some toast and bacon and eggs and shit and milk and stuff.
Think
There's
twice
nothing
before
in
you
the fridge.
want to debate three.
You're going to the
old
7-Eleven.
dudes.
Come on.
Seriously,
Can
my
you get me
God.
one of those great egg salad
Okay.
sandwiches,
I
please?
just,
Brian?
in closing, I want to cite the scene in that Money movie with Rodney Dangerfield, where he's on a diet and he can't eat anything otherwise he doesn't get the inheritance from his grandmother or whatever. And him and is it Joe Pesci, whoever his sidekick is, pull into this all-night diner because they are hungry and he wants a burger. He has to break the fast. And he pulls in and the sign says, open 23 hours, and it goes out.
That's funny. That's funny.
Wow. Here's
That's a
one
good-
thing. I'm not inviting Mazzy when I open my record store over.
There you go, Rob. You're
I've
proving
learned
my
today.
fucking point. I'm not inviting them either.
Yes. Hey, I would love for you to segue in a review of the story you're in right now.
You guys want to see the supermarket?
No, we're ending the stream. Thank you for coming up, Brian.
Happy trails,
And
everybody.
Thanks for having me.
And
Appreciate
again,
it.
when you get the email from Too Many Records, please come
I'll
up.
let you know. I'll let you know. All right. Bye for now. See ya.
Thank you.